So another problem is Kenny has decent range, right? So this purple line is the, I want to say NBA 3. I don't know why Kenny's checking up at half court. This game would have been over a lot sooner, in my honest opinion, if Kenny was checking up at the 3-point line. If Kenny was checking up at the 3-point line, this game would have been over sooner. Kenny really would have won off shots, but he's shooting outside of his range at the logo. Welcome back to the channel, ChrisCanHoop, where I hoop, I react, and I break down film, and today we're breaking down Kenny CHAO. This will be 2 videos. This video is breaking down Kenny CHAO's. Before we get into it, make sure you like the video, subscribe if you're new, and let's get into a pre-play analysis. Kenny CHAO. I know I troll him a lot. Kenny CHAO's a basketball player. Kenny going to dev for skill work is not what he needed. Anyone who knows the game of basketball knows Kenny has the skill. He has a great shot. He has handles, but his problem is space creation and overall basketball IQ. So we're gonna break down his thing. Instead of going to dev for skill work, I feel like he should have had a like a sit-down film review session and learned different IQ points to use instead of settling for bad shots and bad moves and wasted dribbles and things like that. But proud of Kenny. He didn't, whine for as many fouls, but this intro has gone on long enough, so let's get into it. So we're gonna go straight into the game, see how it goes. I've already seen this, but it's just breakdown. So you see there, Kenny did good. I'll let it finish the play and explain why that's good, but also bad. So Kenny missed the shot, okay, obviously. Kenny's problem is the IQ game. We all know this. You get in his head also, and he can't play, but his basketball IQ is kind of... So we see here on this play. So automatically, what I'm thinking, attack high side. If you don't know what high side is, it's the foot closest to you, usually the top foot, as it's called. You attack that, they have to open up, and then they're slow getting to you, you can blow right past them. So immediately here, I'm stepping across, right foot, quick first step, blowing past him. But Kenny doesn't do that. Decides to jab into his low foot where he can recover faster. He goes for the pump fake, which gets him in the air, so good. He reacted there. Didn't even attempt an off arm, just went straight for the push off. But that's neither here nor there. Comes into this behind the backstop to a quick step back. Now, look at the distance of space right here. He should have just shot. Let's be real. Kenny should have shot right there. That's another IQ thing. You got space. Take the shot. But instead, Kenny continues to keep dribbling and misses the shot. That was a wasted, dribble wasted shot. We know Chris just backed down most of game 1. We'll go into that in a different video, but so Kenny's second possession. He's settling for he's not hot, and he's pause. his shot's not hot, and he's settling for bad shots. What I usually tell people when I'm helping them with their game or training them is, if by shot like 3 or 4 you haven't sank a single one and it's taking you time to get hot, in a 1v1 setting, you gotta stop shooting. Especially if 50,000 is on the line like this. Stop shooting, play to your next strength. Don't keep chucking up bad shots. But honestly, this game boiled down to size difference. If Chris White was 5'5" like Kenny, they're pretty evenly matched in terms of skills and abilities. Chris White just has the added benefit of being 6'5" and 280 or something like that. So that's his only advantage. Skill-wise, they're the same. He's just a bigger individual. It just came down to a size difference. They're the same player either way. They both take bad shots, make bad plays, but Chris White has a more of a basketball IQ. Kenny has more of the skill. You see Chris getting in his head. That was a travel. Kenny, come on now. That's a travel. Where are you going? That's okay, that's a travel, but Did he attack the top foot? Boom, attacks the top foot, very slow. Change in pace, good step back, up and under, and blows it. So here's the thing with Kenny. He goes for a lot of like hooks or underhanded lays. If you're going for an up and under, right? Come back, step back, pump fake, go under. There's nothing wrong with an overhand layup against the glass to ensure that you make the shot. So that's sometimes Kenny's problem. He goes for like the finesse, the roll, the hook. There's nothing wrong with going off the glass, especially if 50K is on the line. We won't go into that, but it was a good move all in all. And then, you know, I'm glad Kenny didn't whine as much this game, and this is also film review for me, just in case I ever get to play Kenny, because, you know, he talks a lot of trash for zero reason. His trash talk doesn't match his skill level, but you can tell off 3 possessions, Kenny is only good off the right hand. You can tell from him driving left, he's not strong driving left, has no handle package going left. He just goes into a step back or try to drive straight into the defender. Right, he can do all this fancy stuff. So off rip, if I'm in the game against him, I'd pick up on that. You know. So he's settling again. He hasn't hit a single shot and he's settling again. That's one of Kenny's problems, is settling for shots. But see, that was a block, but Kenny has no package going left. Handling package. Pause on that. So Kenny's taken about like 6 threes right now. None of them are falling. So at some point you got to stop shooting and stop driving straight into the defender, and, you know, actually put some work in, create space, get to your spot. There's nothing wrong with going left initially, but if you know you're not comfortable going left, which is why Kenny's only scored like twice going left, go left, spin back or reaction dribble to your right, and then keep going, and you'll be able to score. Either that or put in the work to train the left side, but who wants to do that? So another problem is Kenny has decent range, right? So this purple line is the, I want to say, NBA 3. I don't know why Kenny's checking up at half court. This game would have been over a lot sooner, in my honest opinion, if Kenny was checking up at the 3-point line. If Kenny was checking up at the 3-point line, this game would have been over sooner. Kenny really would have won off shots, but he's shooting outside of his range at the logo. See, this is probably my favorite possession by Kenny. Comes to space, quick size up, AI cross. That would have been a good chance to step back. Perfect shot. Instead, loses the ball because he's not good off the left side. So he loses control of the ball, comes back to space. That would have been a nice punch fake and keep going, which I have a tutorial coming on that soon, but, you know, it's Kenny. No disrespect, but... So Dev does this move, right, where he's coming off the dribble right side, bump, step back, and he'll kind of like baseball pitch the ball high off the glass and he'll spin in. I don't know why Kenny tried that right there. He had so many opportunities for like mid-range pull-ups, but just didn't execute. Hooping, but, you know. So coming right. See, you notice with Kenny, he's dribbling. He's not handling the ball. Handling has to do with space creation, not in place. You dribble in place. Handles have to do with the full game and your body movements and how much space you create off of it also. So Kenny's just dribbling right now. He had a chance for a pull-up 3 right there, and I got him blocked. When shooting is your strength, you kind of settle. And if they're not falling, it can be a bad day for you. So you need to adapt your game as the game goes on. See, again, I say, if Kenny would have checked up from the purple 3, I don't know, it looks like an NBA 3. His college is between those, but it was like an NBA 3. If Kenny would have checked up from the actual 3, I'm pretty sure he would have won, but, you know. Clearly not left-handed, but that was a good lay that went in. So we're getting to Kenny's first possession of game 2. Yes, that's all that's left in that because Chris absolutely smoked him, but so good. See, Kenny, I think it's built in Kenny as a content creator to go for the big clips. I think it's ingrained in him. Like as a hooper and me training people, like if I see you come up on my pump fake, I'm blowing past you. I'm not waiting for you to come back down to shake you up. You gotta go right past. It's just the basic things, but he'll get there. Good hezzy. And I don't know why he went to his weak side. Kenny did not drop him. Chris tripped. Good shot. So when it comes to basketball, right, I'm not going to say it's more mental than physical because it depends on your opponent, but if you're playing someone a foot taller than you, it goes down to IQ because sometimes Chris moves quite light on his feet for someone who's 6'5", 280 plus. So it's not like you're going to blow by him every time because he has obviously locked up Kenny multiple times. When it comes to playing someone taller than you, it's an IQ game. Kenny was tiring himself out trying to muscle his way, arm bar. He did pull the chair once. Yeah, I guess you're strong. When you're playing someone who's way bigger than and way stronger than you, you can't constantly be trying to pull the chair because you're going to tire yourself out. You got to play to their disadvantage. But that's all I got to say. This was breaking down Kenny CHAO. That was kind of the basic breakdown. And now it's on to CHRISWHT. I'll see you in the next one.